Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video, which if like me, you are a frag head, you obsessed with fragrances, particularly niche fragrances, this one is for you. I'm going to be sharing my 5 fragrances for life. If I could only keep 5, these are the 5 for my collection that would see me through every occasion, every setting, every possible need that I could have for a perfume. Between these 5, I think we've got it covered. So without further ado, let's get started. So when going through my fragrances for this video and trying to decide what do I want, like what boxes do I need to tick here? If I could only keep 5 of these, what type of fragrances would I want? One of the easiest inclusions for me was Maison Francisco de Jean's Baccarat Rouge 540. This is obviously a very popular, iconic fragrance, and with good reason. Nothing like gives me the when I smell this, quite like Baccarat Rouge. It's just so distinctive. You could smell it a mile away. When I spray this upstairs in my room, my husband downstairs will be like, ooh, I can smell your perfume from down here. It will fill a house, not just a room, but a house. The performance is like incredible, and it just ticks a lot of boxes for me, particularly the everyday, every season box. I can wear this all day, any evening, warm weather, cold weather, autumn, winter, summer, spring, evening, daytime, date night, school run. This is literally the perfect fragrance for any occasion whatsoever. Very, very versatile. Performs beautifully. I can always get wafts of it throughout the day. Everybody always compliments me on this fragrance whenever I wear it. Everybody is, what are you wearing? What fragrance? Whose perfume is that? Someone asked me recently what I would wear if I was getting married again today. What fragrance would I wear? And it would be Baccarat Rouge. That would be my wedding fragrance. I wore this recently to someone else's wedding as a wedding guest, and I just think it makes me feel beautiful and feminine, and like I just smell amazing, and everyone knows it. So that would definitely tick like the everyday can't go wrong box. Now the next fragrance I wanted to make sure that I had in these 5 was something for like date night, when I want to smell and feel super sexy, something like dark and mysterious, like really warm and warming and comforting, something that would be perfect for like winter and autumn and evening, and it's just going to smell really rich and sexy and spicy and dark. And the one that ticked this box for me was Guerlain Spiriteuse Double Vanille. This is so beautiful, so sexy. It's boozy vanilla. It's just so rich and just inviting and almost edible. Yes, it is like a vanilla scent, but it's the most beautiful, rich, sexy, dark vanilla, and there's just something really mysterious about this. This for me is like date night written all over it. Evening out when you want to feel sexy and you want people to like want to eat you. This is my choice for that one. All of the details of this bottle are just stunning, and you get to personally select the colors of things like the ribbon and the lid as well, and you can get this engraved with your name. Just very, very special, perfect gift for somebody as well. But a beautiful, sexy compliment bomb, but in a sexy, dark evening, colder months way. That's the one that's gonna like warm my cockles and my soul when it's chilly, Next, I definitely felt like I needed a go-to fragrance in this 5 that I can whack on, that's going to be completely inoffensive, regardless of the situation. Quite often I find like I'm going on the school run and I just want to a spritz of something. I always want to smell good, okay, wherever I'm going, for however little amount of time. I want to smell amazing at all times. But if you're going to instantly spray fragrance and then go somewhere, sometimes it's going to be too much, in a crowded place, in an office, on a bus, in a car with other people, on the school run, when you've just sprayed many of these fragrances, it's going to be like, whew, everyone can't breathe, So I feel like a lot of fragrances, you want to let them dry down, you want to give them time before they kind of settle and aren't so overwhelming, especially for other people who don't necessarily want to smell you coming from around the corner. So I felt like if I was going to have 5 fragrances, I needed an on-the-go one, I needed an office-friendly, a work-appropriate, a slightly less loud fragrance, one that's softer, that's not so hard for other people to smell, especially if it's just immediately been sprayed and off you've gone. So for this fragrance, I chose Initio's Rehab. This for me is the one. If I'm like running out the door and I want to smell nice and beautiful, but I don't want anything super overpowering, I do a couple of sprays of this one, and it's just, there's something so light and fresh about it. It almost has like a fresh air scent to it, and it's really fresh and light. Even when you've just literally sprayed it, it still makes me feel beautiful, and it smells beautiful and very musky and intriguing, because it's very, very different to anything else that I've smelled. It really does smell very unique. So it's still like eye-catching or nose-catching, I guess the saying would be. You're still going to get compliments and questions about, oh, what fragrance is that? That's so unique. But it's not like drowning everybody in your fragrance. You can't smell it from a mile away. It's going to be closer, quieter, less overpowering, and more inoffensive than a lot of these beast mode fragrances. It's just going to be like in a little bubble around you. You're still going to smell gorgeous, but no one's going to start sneezing. Hopefully not, anyway. So next up, I had to include this fragrance for sentimental value, and I'll tell you why. My little boy is so fascinated with my fragrances. He loves smelling them, and every day I ask him to choose my perfume for the day, and he chooses this one every single time pretty much that I let him choose my perfume. He wants to choose this one for 2 reasons. 1, the glorious bottle, and 2, when he chooses my fragrances for me, he always smells the lid or smells the bottle. And this one, he says, smells like you, mummy. This is what you smell like. This is your mummy smell. And like, that just got me right in the feelings. So there's no way I could not include this perfume in here, because I just want to wear this all the time now, because obviously my little boy associates this perfume with me, and that just makes me want to wear it all of the time and give him like that memory of what mummy smells like. And it is Armani Prive's Magenta Tanzanite, and you can see now why he loves the bottle and like a magpie is drawn to choosing this one every time. I feel like calling this like a mum fragrance makes it sound like, you know, mumsy, or that sort of typical old lady scent that people describe fragrances as, that are very baby powder or something like that. This isn't like that at all. Nothing smells like motherly about this, but maybe just because it's one of my most used fragrances and therefore my children think this smells like me, but it just smells beautiful, inviting, feminine, but strong and powerful at the same time. It's got great performance, but it does smell like lots of homely scents, you know. It's got this real sort of chocolatey note in there. It's sweet, but in a musky, softer, warmer, spicier way, and it's just beautiful. This smells beautiful, but not in a sort of disconnected or intimidating way. It's just so comforting and inviting, and I think that's why my children think this smells like me, and why I want this in my collection, because I just love that my kids sort of recognize scents, and this smells like me to them. I mean, it does match my top, so you can't go wrong, but this for me will always have sentimental value, because apparently it's me in a bottle. So I have like my daytime office friendly fragrance. I've got like my evening dark and mysterious date night type fragrance. I've got a kind of go-to every day, every occasion fragrance. I've got one that makes me feel super special and is really sentimental to me. And so for my 5th fragrance of the 5, I wanted the wow factor fragrance. And the one that ticks this box for me, and just always has since the moment I first smelled it, is Initio's Oud For Greatness. This is as close as I've ever come to saying that a fragrance is my signature scent, because I have a lot of fragrances I love, and I find it really hard to like say that's my signature, because I like to mix them up. But if I was going to commit to one being my signature scent, it would be this. It's just absolutely stunning wow factor for me. There's no way I could live without it, okay? I had to include it here. There's no possible chance I couldn't include this. Even if I had to keep one for life, it would be Oud For Greatness. And much like the Baccarat Rouge, this goes for me for any season, any time of day, any event, any occasion. This would work as well. It's quite different, well, it's very different to Baccarat Rouge, but it also ticks that same versatile box in a different way. It's nowhere near as feminine. I say this is a very, very right in the middle, unisex. Anyone can wear it as long as you're strong and confident and feeling sexy. You're going to wear this and it's not going to wear you. It's incredible performance wise, but being an Initio fragrance, it's so smooth. I can smell this and I know the notes that are in here, but I can't really pick anything out. It's just incredibly well blended. It's so sophisticated and you're not going to find anybody else smelling like you when you're wearing this. It's so refined, it's so unique, so special, but so beautiful. It's addictive, and this is in this top 5 just because I can't imagine not having this in my collection because I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite fragrance of all time so far to date, that is. And it's the one I reach for the most to wear. I just want to wow myself and everybody else who sets their nose on me, you know, and this has like the wow factor like nothing else I've ever smelled. And so there you have it. Those are my 5 picks for my fragrances for life. If I could only keep 5 from my collection, these would be the 5. Please let me know what you would choose for your 5 for life in the comment section down below. I would love to know what you guys would pick. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'd love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.